Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at Truenas Scale and how to add custom Docker apps. And I made a previous video on this topic, but this time you can see here I'm on the Truenas website, and again this is Truenas Scale. It is supported in the latest release that was just released this week, Electric Eel. They have some documentation here on their website, custom app screens, and they kind of step through the steps here. But let's just take a look. So you can see here I'm on Electric Eel 24.10.0, which I just upgraded to maybe a couple days ago. And let's go take a look at the apps here. So in the apps, what I've done is I've added a Docker image from a project of mine on GitHub. I've also added this popular Stirling PDF Docker image. And just to kind of show that, Stirling PDF, it's a pretty cool app. This is running on my Truenas Scale system, and we'll get into how that works. But this is basically a PDF tool that you can do a million different things to your PDF files. You can strip out, if it's like multi-page PDF in one document, you can extrapolate out each page into their own individual PDF files, etc., etc. Lots of stuff you can do. Very useful tool. So that's one of them, and the other one I have this club membership sign up application, which I showed in my previous video. Alright, so let's go back here. So let's just take a look first at the Stirling PDF. So how did I add it? So basically the way you get into adding a custom Docker image as an application is you go here under Discover Apps, and there's this button here, Custom App, and you're going to click that, and essentially it pops up with this screen, and you fill in a bunch of things, and let's talk about what those things are. And what I'm going to do is close this out and show you the existing configuration from Stirling PDF, because I already have those values filled in, and we'll just talk about what each one of those are. You'd fill it in, and then once you're all done, you would just click the install button. Alright, so let's go back here, and let's look at what I did to install Stirling PDF. Alright, so in here, you give it an application name. There's a naming convention. I think it has to be lowercase, no spaces, etc. Give it an application name. And then the repository. Now this is where it's going to pull that Docker image from Docker Hub. So for Stirling PDF, I went to their GitHub page for the project, and come down, scroll down, scroll down. Eventually they have a section on Docker. And they go right here, Docker. This is the location. So if I go to that location, you can see here, this is all the information about Stirling PDF, the Docker image, and up here at the top is what I'm going to want. So I'm going to grab that, Frutal/s-PDF, and of course there's 3 O's in there. And in this screen, that's what I'm going to put in here. That's how it finds the image. And then the tag, that information is again on this page, different versions, different image types. I just picked the default, which was latest, which is normal for most images. So latest, and then you can talk about if you want to pull the image every time, or just if you don't have it already on Truenas Scale. And then minimal configuration for this one. I don't think I entered anything else except for a couple things. Down here, network configuration. Of course, that application starts up, if I were just to install a standalone, it starts up on port 8080. Now, because I'm on the shared Truenas Scale, I'm going to map port 8080 to some other port that I'm not using on Truenas Scale. So I just mapped it to 9490, and I should be able to browse to 9490. And in order to create like a portal button, and I'll show you where that is in a second. That's what this portal configuration is. So when you click on that app in the apps view over here, it'll give you a button with this name, okay, Stirling PDF Web UI. You know, is it HTTP, HTTPS, however you configured it. I just leave this use node IP, that's the IP address of Truenas Scale, and then the port. And so once you have all of that, that's kind of the minimum configuration. If I go over here and I click on this row, you can see there's this button over here, Stirling PDF Web UI. It's just a quick shortcut to open up the web UI for that custom application. So if I click on it, I click continue, here I am, Stirling PDF running on my Truenas Scale host. And I guess similarly, I just show membership sign up. I showed this, I believe, in one of my previous videos. Let's just edit that, see if there's much difference here. And of course you can map volumes and all that kind of thing. I didn't do that for these examples. So this one has my repository, softcoder / membership sign up. And of course on my GitHub for membership sign up, scroll down, and I point to this link on Docker Hub. So if I go to that link, you can see up here, this would be the image repository that I would pick, and that's exactly what I put in here. And that's going to pull that image. And then down here I did my port mapping. So under network, of course that application goes on port 80 normally, so I mapped it to 9480, and then I created a portal configuration. I just called it web UI, and it's on 9480 because that's the newly mapped port. And when I go here under apps and I pick that row for membership sign up, click that web UI button, here we go, it's running my app. So just a quick video to show that under the latest version here, 24.10.0 Electric Eel, Kubernetes has been removed. When I did upgrade from the old Kubernetes to this new Truenas Scale that doesn't have it anymore, I lost a whole bunch of apps in there, didn't migrate everything, had to recreate stuff. But yes, you can still do custom apps. Hope that helps you guys out. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Have a